Hello, my name is Jada. Today I'm going to be showing you some hairstyles that you can do with box braids. So these ones are jumbo box braids. They're kind of like, I feel like they're like medium-sized ones, which I really like. I find it easier to style personally when you have less braids. Over Christmas, I'll put a picture here. Over Christmas I had some really nice ones that were really small boxes and a bit blonde at the back, and it was a moment, but I found that it was a little bit harder to do different hairstyles because there were a lot more braids, if that makes sense, than when you have jumbo. So I just got these done yesterday. Absolutely love them. Nice little Ariel red. Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it and show you some of my favorite hairstyles that I like to wear in the summer when I have box braids. They're all quite simple. All I'm gonna use is one of these extra wide hairbands. You see how extra wide it is. And also a big scrunchie. This one is also like quite extra wide, I suppose. The first easy one, I quite like having my braids out of my face. So I like to take just these three here and put them back. So and put them back like this. And then I just tie it like that. Really simple, but it gets the braids out of your face, and I feel like it still looks cute, especially if it's warm. I feel like it's just a really nice, simple. I told you we were starting simple, but this one's really nice to keep the hair out of your face, and I almost always want the hair out of my face. Next, I'm literally gonna do a side part. So obviously we're taking these ones over. Well, I kind of leave the back however it wants to fall. And then I just kind of go off of what looks right, because to me, like, you could leave it like this, don't get me wrong, you can do whatever you want to do. To me, when I have this one, I prefer this one to be over as well, and I put it behind this first one so that it's kept kind of out of the way. But I like it more like that. But yeah, you can keep it however you want to keep it. But like, just over on one side is always nice, and to put like one side back. And I just use like the other braids to make sure it's out of my face still. Like I said, I like it out of my face. So there's another cute one, easy one that takes slightly longer, but I think it's really cute. And you can do this to the side or at the back or two, whichever you want to do. It's actually making a braid out of your braids. For the purpose of this, I'm gonna do two. So there's a little bit less hair to put in. So obviously you just split it and braid it how you normally would, just in groups, if that makes sense. So I think that's really cute. You can tie the ends if you want, or you can leave it like that, or do one at the back is always nice as well. That's cute. The next one I'm gonna do is one of my favorite ways to style braids when I have them in, and it's taking these two front pieces, bringing them separately, and then I'm gonna pull all of these back and upwards. And I do it this way instead of tipping my head over, to make sure that they're all laid quite flat. And you could leave some out underneath if you wanted to. I mean, it's not a humongous difference, to be honest. I like to put them all up, but like, you could do half up, half down. And I'm gonna use my scrunchie again. Pull that all the way through. And then again. So now you have this. One of my favorite things to do, which is actually really satisfying, is then going and pulling the braids, and it just tightens. You see how these are kind of raised? You know, eventually you'll find the right braid. and I pull them all through and it just flattens them over time. So that's really nice. I love that. Obviously you can use any scrunchie, headband, whatever that you have. I think it's really nice, and it's really nice for the summer as well to keep it, because it keeps it off your back. You get some space here as well, so if it's really warm, you get some space there, which is nice. And I just think that's so cute. So now from here, doing the same thing, I'm gonna just bring it more to the top of my head, and for that I am gonna throw my head over. I'm gonna leave these pieces out, and I'm just gonna take small sections and start wrapping it round. I find this, like doing it one by one, is slightly easier. Well, it's not easier, but it does help it to stay better, because you're gonna then push these end bits into the bun itself. And then yeah, just keep winding that round. I've left the two front pieces out again. Now you have a bun. I love this one. It's so cute. Sometimes, a lot of the time actually, when I sleep, this is how I sleep as well. So like, you can, obviously you don't have to have the bits hanging down, but I do have this same bun. I do the bun the same way, and then I wrap my hair up, put my bonnet on over it. So here's it completely done up as well. So just as a tip, if you were wondering how to sleep with them, you know, put them up on top of your head like this, and then wrap your hair with a scarf. I can do another video on how I sleep with my braids and take care of them for the duration of having them. If that's something you'd want to see, please let me know in the comments and I will get on that. So I've got my hair up in a bun again, and you could leave these two side bits down this side if you wanted, but I like to take them together over the side, and then I wrap them around and I stick them back into the bun again. And I'll show you the back. You could also just have it down, so I like this look. I think it's cute. It's like a little side fringe. It's a little something extra to look at that's not just having your hair up, but then obviously you could also, I cross them over so this one's not right in my face, but you could also have them down like this, which is nice, but I find it quite, like, it gets in my face a lot, and like I said before, I like them to be out of my face, but like if you cross them over, like I have done at the top, so this one is over this one kind of helps keep it back. Let's do another. So this time I'm going to take these back pieces, make sure that they're back straight, so they'll be back straight like this, and then I take these ones and I put them really over straight, if you can see, so like I'm putting them completely straight. Sometimes that means on the inside of the back ones, and then the front ones, take those back as well. However it looks right is how I do it, like whatever you feel is right. And I take that back, and I take this one back. Kind of looks like this on top. And just take a little hairband. And I just tie that back. And it's just cute. Like here, you could also do a little bun, you know, like you normally would. You could do a little leave it as a little bun, something cute for back here. I think that's really nice. The next one from here would be making sure these are all back again, pressed flat, but we're gonna do that to all of the braids. And you could leave it like this and have a nice low pony, or you could take the whole thing, wrap it around itself, turn it into a low bun instead. So here's a bun. Back bun. I don't mind the little pieces hanging out personally, but obviously that's literally just preference. You can just tuck them in as easy as that. Stuff them in any old how. Pull these front pieces down if you want them. I usually like having them, to be honest, so I always pull them down, but yeah, that's the look. Starting back here again, really simple one is pigtails. So obviously split and just lift them. You just want to make sure that they're laid flat so that they're comfortable. You can kind of adjust when they're up, but you know, it's not ideal. And that's both of them. I do have different color hairbands in, so please just ignore that. But this is so cute, and like I said before, you can still pull through like this one. I don't know if you can tell, this one's kind of raised off, but like you just pull through and one of them, they will start moving, and actually they start moving and becoming more comfortable, and especially at the back if any are not laid down completely flat at the back as well. So that is so cute, so summery. Oh, I just love this one. And you know, you could leave your little bits down at the front if you wanted to. You can just leave one down, however many down that you want to leave. It's all up to you. I just love this. I think it's so nice. Now, of course, you can just have your braids down. That counts as a hairstyle too. It's so nice. It's nice to be able to wake up and just kind of be like, I'm already cute. If you do want your hair out of your face though, I take one of these big headbands. It's actually a hairband, but like for braids, but this thing's so stretchy. I use it for everything. I lost my black one of it, so that's why I'm using this one, but it's probably better for you to be able to see in this color anyway. And I literally just use it like a headband. I mean, you can just use a headband. And just put it back. It just means that that's not going to come to the front, even if it's put at the front, it's not in my face. But you could still have your front bits. You could always have those. Whenever you want them, they will be there for you. And I just think that looks really nice. And especially if you had a headband that like matched the color of your braids. Cute! Such a nice idea. So I really like that. You could also use a scarf as well, tie your scarf up so it's kind of covering. And you have your little front pieces out. I don't have a scarf, unfortunately. Otherwise I would show you that, but I think that's really nice. And it just feels comfortable and airy and nice to be able to kind of cool off at the same time. I honestly feel like once you start doing different hairstyles with your braids, you can just get creative. Like once you begin, you can really make up anything as you go along. Like if there's a hairstyle you think you could do with it, you probably can. So this will be the last one. It's literally hardly even a hairstyle, but it's actually the most common one I do all the time. It's taking these two front pieces to the back. I match it up with this one in the middle, and I just tie it. I know we did one similar, but I just like just doing those two front ones to get a little bit of a pattern kind of at the top here. And it's those two are out of my face, but then I've still got all of my hair down. I just know that those kind of looks like that. I don't know. I just think that looks really nice. Little, those two being back like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. This is the kind of video I definitely searched for when I first started having my braids done, and quite long as well. So I really hope it helps anybody that was wondering what else you could do with your braids rather than just having them down all the time, and also how to tie it up, because that's one that I struggled with at first too, was figuring out how to get all these braids on top of my head comfortably. I will say that when you first get them done, they're like, because they're tight at the top, they're not super tight, they're not uncomfortably tight, but as they grow out a little bit, you have a little bit more leniency and you can bend and move them a little bit more. But I got these done yesterday and they're pretty comfortable and fine to maneuver, so don't worry about that. You can always, when you have your hair up, you can always pull bits out. If it's pulling a bit too much, pull bits out, pull bits in. Like, it's really easy to just make it as comfortable for yourself as possible. And also, just having it down and out is a hairstyle in itself. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I post every single Saturday. So I'm looking forward to seeing you again, hopefully next Saturday. And all from me, really. Bye.